Hello, I'm Amy Blaylock. Welcome to City Hall this week. A significant change in the way the police department conducts consent searches goes into effect on October 1st. Officers who are conducting searches of vehicles and buildings must receive written consent before the search can take place. This policy will not apply to searches carried out with a warrant or when there is probable cause to search because consent is unnecessary in those cases. Vehicle search statistics will be monitored every 6 months and reported to the City Council and the public. Those are the most significant policy change recommendations from City Manager Tom Bonfield in response to a report on racial bias and profiling within the Durham Police Department. The recommendations were discussed and given informal approval by the City Council during its September 18th work session. The city manager has also requested an explanation from the police department for why most misdemeanor marijuana arrests seem to target African Americans. Reports on the policy and procedural changes will be given to the City Council on a quarterly basis. City leaders are ready to approve guidelines for 2 new programs supported by dedicated housing funds. Those programs focus on small project development and neighborhood revitalization. The Community Development Department presented application requirements and evaluation criteria for the 2 new programs during the City Council's September 18th work session. A total of $500,000 for small project development is included in the funding plan for fiscal year 2016. That program will work to ensure that Habitat for Humanity and other nonprofits have access to home buyer assistance, acquisition funds, or cost write-downs to remain viable and operating. Just over $1 million has been set aside to support neighborhood revitalization. This program will support the Southeast Central Durham Choice Neighborhood Initiative and the Mayor's Northeast Central Durham Reduce Poverty Initiative. The City Council is expected to approve the proposed funding guidelines for the 2 programs at its October 6th meeting. The Duke Beltline Trail is one step closer to becoming a reality. The City of Durham has been awarded $222,000 in funding from the U.S. Department of Transportation for the Duke Beltline Trail Master Plan. The goal of the plan is to turn a 2-mile stretch of historic Norfolk-Southern rail corridor into a crescent trail. It would connect Duke Park with downtown Durham. The trail will be open to walkers, bikers, and horseback riders. Converting the Beltline into a trail has been part of the Durham Trails and Greenways Master Plan since 2001. If you've never used the city's bulky item collection service and have always wondered how it works, we're going to answer all your questions when City Hall This Week continues. Welcome back. We are launching a new series of segments answering frequently asked questions about various services and programs the city provides. This week, we're focusing on bulky items and how you can get rid of them.
Bulky items are large items that's too large to fit in your trash can. These items consist of furniture, mattresses, white goods, which are large appliances, refrigerators, and freezers.
So, why is this service offered by the city?
Bulky items are offered to the residents to help keep Durham beautiful, the streets and neighborhoods attractive. It's also offered for the citizens who are unable to transport their unwanted large items to our transfer station.
Does the bulky item collection include television pickup?
Bulky services will collect your television if it's 32 inches or greater. A citizen has to call in and make a request for it to be picked up because there's a special vehicle we use to transport those televisions to the transfer station. The 32 inches or less, the citizen is responsible for bringing it to the transfer station at 2115 East Club Boulevard.
How often is the service provided?
The services are offered Tuesday through Friday. It's the day after your garbage collection. Say, for instance, your garbage is collected on a Monday, your bulky items will be collected on a Tuesday.
How many items can be collected at once?
3 items or less. If there's a need for a greater size pickup, the citizen can call 919-560-1200 to schedule a bulky item pickup for a fee.
What do I need to do to have my bulky items collected?
The resident needs to bring their bulky items out along with their garbage cart, their trash cart, and make sure that the bulky items are at least 3 foot away from the cart, away from their mailbox, water meter, or fire hydrant. The resident also needs to make sure the bulky items aren't under tree limbs or low-hanging power lines.
What types of items cannot be collected?
We do not collect tires, vehicle parts, glass, mirrors, paint, or household hazardous materials. Those items can be brought to the transfer station at 2115 East Club Boulevard.
To find out more about bulky item collection within the city, contact Durham One Call at 919-560-1200. Here's a reminder now about another way the city is helping you get rid of some of that unwanted household clutter. The next e-waste recycling and paper shredding event will be held on Saturday, October 4th from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Durham County Memorial Stadium. Nearly all electronic devices with a cord will be accepted except for large appliances, refrigerators, air conditioners, or any other appliance that contains Freon. Confidential paper shredding will also be provided on site. To find out more, contact Durham One Call at 919-560-1200. That does it for City Hall this week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You can also find us on demand on Durham Television Network's webpage and on YouTube. I'm Amy Blaylock. Thank you for joining us.